Hi there, welcome back. One of the viewers, and thank you for all your comments. He corrected me on two things, and I mean, they were both things that I should have known. And I did put a disclaimer that I hadn't played in like 5 years. Anyways, the OE bonus for the first time doing an OE run, you do move 3 times to the right, but it's in addition to the normal movement, so you actually move 4 times. So what that means is Lord Premium would have scored higher in all of our games. Because if he has premium shares, the stock values of the companies would all be at least one notch higher than we've been finishing. And that makes sense because I always thought we got closer to the end. I was thinking maybe I'm playing in turbo mode or something. So anyways, it's one more bump to the right for every stock, but that is a significant amount of money. In the thousands, because you got 10 shares, and it's every stock that's bumped one to the right, not just one. So you're talking thousands of dollars of difference there. The other one, as soon as I read his comment, I was like, oh, you're right. But this is where 18xx games get confusing, because if you play a lot of them, they all have similar rules but different. And what that is like this game is an extremely friendly 18xx game as far as 18xx standards go. If you pay any money at all, but it's not enough to move to the right, you stay where you are. So I've been moving it to the left if they can't meet their number. And that's typical 18xx rules, but it's not the rules for this game. The only time you move it to the left is you pay nothing at all. So you could pay half, and if your half is not enough to move to the right, you just stay where you are. And that does make a difference because I've been playing a lot more mean, I guess. But for this game, we're at the very start. So let's go ahead and make it happen. Now, I'm sorry. I was telling you guys, hey, we're ready to go. We're not. I'm sorry. In the stock round, we floated everything. I forced this because I realized I did not want to do an emergency OR thing where nobody could go major. And the thing that reminded me is MSP wants to go major. So we're gonna go through a series of decisions here, and MSP is gonna go major. Now I tried this and it seemed to work last time. Here's the MSP shares. So we're going to grab it out of here. I just have to remember to flip them to the 10% side. And they do. They're supposed to blend in. Maybe if I shut this. Oh. It worked with the MAV shares, but see, here's the problem. They look identical, but when I put one on top of the other, it doesn't... For whatever reason, there's something different about them. Like, see how this just automatically shuffles into the deck? This is not considered the same deck. I don't know enough to fix this. Okay, so I spent some time playing with this. There's an orientation issue here. So all 8 of these do merge, but if I get through it enough here, it's the 25% side, not the 10. Like, see, the 10% slide bricks. And in fact, if I say group these, it flips it to the 25% side. I think it will pay fine because I don't think it pays attention to which side is up. It's just a graphical thing. So as long as it's a major, there's 8 shares, it's going to pay out 10% shares regardless of which side is face up. So as long as I have the 25% side face up, it does merge. I mean, I actually, me just cloning it like I was doing might actually be quicker. But I was trying to fix it. So the guy who designed this definitely put some effort into it. I just, some of this is a little wonky. So he had priority deal. We're not done. He's not going major with any of his stuff. So he just did with MSP. Then it gets to us, and we're doing similar things, right? I'm gonna go major with. Oh, am I? Am I? I mean, we just updated the rules that you don't go backwards as long as you pay something. So that's actually an important distinction. And MSP is one of the lower ones. So I'm going to go major with Chin. See, Chin's one of the higher ones. So I'm going to be stuck up here. In fact, you're going to go backwards. Oh. These lower ones, it's easier to hit your numbers. Where do I need to... See, my problem is that I don't have any money to feed my stocks. So, for example, I want to be able to lay 6-track tiles because that'll let me get here quicker. But I'm not going to be able to make my numbers. I'm going to get a 4, 7. I'm only going to run for 8. This guy is going to run for 4, 7, maybe a 9, but at least an 8. This one will do better, but it needs a lot of track if it wants to get down here or to there. Yeah, how badly do I need to be a major? I actually don't think I do need to be, although I fought so hard to buy these stocks so I can go major right away. Let me think about this. I did want Chin to do his quick run. I don't have enough money to buy a Chin. He did. So by having him go, he can put 75 into MSP. This is the beauty of it, right? If you save your money like this, he can put $75 into his company. That's going to buy a green train. And part of me wants to go after him because then I can buy a green train or I can lay down green track. Now, my premium company would go before him. See, in terms of turn order, he can afford a green train. So as long as I go after him, I'm going to be fine. So we got to think about this strategically. Of all my companies, where did they par? Like DSJ parred low. So did MZA. So did RCP. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to go... Now, I'm not going to be able to prime it with purchasing stocks, although I can pay $60 for one. $60 would help. Well, I can't pay 60 for this one. He's a premium. But I could get 60 into MZA, for example, or RCP. Oh no, I need my money to build my companies. Never mind. You don't want to be spending too much of your money there, fellas. But I do think that I want to go major with RCP. And let's try this again, see if this works. So it didn't, and I better be careful. So these two, yeah, there they go. They merged. But they merged with the 25% side up. So maybe the designer just didn't care. So anyways, I went major with RCP. That means wherever he is on this list, he's going to go, and we might as well start a new shenanigan. And I like to use the North Sea for the north and the South Sea for the south. So we'll do that. And right now, I'm just going to put the line here, MSP, RCP. So let's keep going. Lord Premium, does he want to go major with any of his companies? He, like, if I were him, I would. But he did go premium with them, and they got to do 120 runs. And the only way you should go premium is if you can afford to pump money in. See, like, these guys are going to be able to buy a green train, but the first operating round, you're going to do nothing. You're going to go backwards. So you're not going to be able to run until the second operating round, and he's not going to be able to buy a green train until after he runs the second time. So it doesn't do him any good. Then the only reason this would work is if he unlocks the green train and these guys go after him, then they can start upgrading the town. But if I don't have any money to pump into them, which is the problem, right? We were trying to save money so we could do exactly that. It's just that we went out and ran and got the KISS. So maybe I shouldn't have done that. I should have just let the emergency OR run go. Now we get to this guy. He has money to pump, and Plum is ripe for the pumping. Now this might change things because your pass is not a permanent pass. So watch this. So Plum is going to go major, and that means we can get out the Plum shares. Okay, so those merge just fine. So here's where this gets a little beautiful. So by moving Plum to major, Plum is a premium company, right? And so we had MSP and RCP both come out there, but Plum is a premium, so he's going to be here. So what we're effectively doing then is he's going to pay 120 because he can afford it. Plum has enough to buy a green train. Now, we can't do it the first operating round. You gotta, I think everybody has to buy their yellow trains, and then once that operating round finishes, then you can buy a green train. And that's, we ran into this so many times when I used to play. I'm going to look it up, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Okay, it was a silly thing to pause for. You can't buy a 3 train until all the 2s are gone. I mean, it's that kind of rule. So yeah, he has to wait until OR2, but him buying that green train is going to unlock the green phase. A good question is he going to make money? He has to make 120 worth. He won't, so he'll be stuck at 110. This is not the best train to go in green with. Like, here's the deal. If you want to go major on the first round, you don't want it to be a premium. Although, if he does unlock the green, that means that everybody else gets to start laying green track. It sort of opens up a floodgate. Does Plum want to be the guinea pig that starts that? I mean, I just made it so he is. I mean, he's got plenty of money. His stock value is going to go backwards 1, and then he won't be able to recover. Everybody else will. Why? Because they'll be able to lay green track, and green track will get them more revenue, and that extra revenue will be what's going to allow them to hit their 120. He could hit 120 if he was allowed to lay down green track first, but he won't be able to. He'll be the one that unlocks the green track. So now we keep going, and this guy realizes, you know what? We got to do a similar thing. So he's going to have SB go major. Oops. So SB is near the bottom. And he's one that said he wasn't going to have SB go major, and he's going to spend 75. All right, so now we get back to Mr. Russia. Mr. Russia also realizes that Lizard needs to go major, so he's going to flip that to major. The Russian guy, you are better off starting off major as Russia. I've seen people, in fact, I've even shown how to make it work without it, but you're better off. And by the way, you're supposed to take a share when you do this. So spend 75. I hate it when that happens. Take 75. And he won't be able to do it anymore. Pob has a lot of money, but I think we're good there. I do have to get Lizard out. WW would have been nice to make into a major. Okay, so then it gets back to us. We're in like the same boat. Like, do we want to go major or not? The miners, when I say miners, the ones that are parred at a lower price, they're worth going major with. But even Chin now is worth it because he'll go after Plum. So we'll be able to upgrade to green track. Like, it all changes. The moment somebody buys a green train, you've got a green light to go major right away. As long as you're not the one that triggers it. You let somebody else do it. And I feel like I should go major with everybody for that reason. It gives me all the track points. It lets me, and those track points are going to let me go upgrade to the green a lot easier. The only difference is I'm just not going to be able to buy shares of the companies. And also, I can par one to jump to a premium. So, for example, I put DSJ here in the bottom, but I can move it up to the premium class, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go major with DSJ, and then we'll get another one started here. We're going to go ahead and do this guy. And DSJ is going to go right behind him. Like so. All right. So all that did was make him a premium. And we get DSJ going here. Boom. I only regret is I don't have money to feed them. Then we get the Lord Premium. Things are different now. Even Lord Premium understands this concept. So he's going to go major with GWR. GWR gets added to the list. And it's funny because a lot of people who are familiar with this game, they think it's crazy that you go major on turn one. But and I think I've explained this before, but the thing that happens when you don't go major is you can't upgrade Metropolis tiles. So as soon as green gets unlocked, you only have 3 track points, and a Metropolis takes 4. So you can't unlock the Metropolis money until somebody goes major. So the reason you go major is it's for the track points. That's what you're doing it for. And then on a side note, it does reduce the amount of revenue you're getting personally, but the companies start to make more money because they're keeping 80% of the revenue, Whereas if you stay as a regional, they're keeping 50% of the revenue. That's assuming you don't buy any shares. So with them keeping 80%, it's allowing them to get the green train quicker. So your company is going to perform better. The only thing that performs worse is you. So you're buying less of your shares. You won't have as much money to buy your shares. Now, arguably, and I don't have the math to support it, I'm just conjecturing here. If your train company has more track points and can upgrade the track to green quicker, it's making more revenue. So even if you're getting 20% instead of 50%, or 20% instead of 50%, you might still be making the same amount of money because you're going to make more money because the revenue's higher. Now, does it work out? I don't know for sure. It's just that the other advantages are, to me, they're worth it. But anyways, let's keep going. We just unleashed a massive bear here. So everybody's going to be kung fu fighting now. And it makes me wonder if I should have picked somebody other than Plum. Because we do want him to do an OE run, so we don't want him to go backwards. Whoever the sacrificial lamb is, they're going to go backwards. I mean, I look at his companies. I don't even think he has any more up here. No, we haven't done Chin. Yeah, he doesn't even have any up here. Everything's down here. Bell's up there. I mean, could we have made Bell the sec? It really doesn't matter, I guess. So Bell will go major. I mean, this is just we're going to go through a big cascade here. What about these other companies? Now, this guy, his strategy is a little different. He wants to buy shares of his companies without going major so he can hoard the cash because he's about getting the cash. So he's not in a mad rush to get onto the stock market. But he also understands that the greens are going to get unlocked and he's going to go before the greens go, which means that he's not going to get any of the benefit of having green track. But I'm visioning this person in real life, and he never cared. He always went for the cash. So what do I mean by that? Well, Mav is down here, SFAI, SFR, they're all in the cheap seats, right? And by the way, I used this token. It's done. So they're all in the cheap seats. So $60. So he's going to just spend 60 and buy a share. All right, then we come back over here. Yeah, I mean he won't be able to buy shares anymore. I mean, he could always buy one for 60, I guess. We got MKB, WW. WW for sure needs to go major. Well, they don't. They have POB. Right now, going major means you go after the greens are unlocked. If you don't go major, you're going before the greens get unlocked. And that's the factor. I mean, for me, I see no reason not to go major with everybody. So I'm going to have Chin go major. Then we get the Lord Premium. In order to get Berlin upgraded, somebody's got to go major. So he's going to have BHB go major. And I just realized I got to get my ducks in a row here. So I know Chin went major, but he wasn't the recent one. BHB just went major after him. But before Chin, it was WW down here. So BHB, WW, Chin. It's like, I don't know if this is worth it, because we're going to be doing more. But like, look at how much this has already shrunk. Although, I think we had a log jam there. And then I don't even need this anymore. And now you know why I want to get rid of it. I mean, we could use this as a nice little queue, right? So this could be the South Sea token queue. So I'll leave it here, but we're already shrinking the list. All right, now we come back to this guy. Do we want MIDI or OU to go major? I'm going to say for the track points alone, yes. So MIDI is going to go major. And then, I mean, is he really going to be stubborn and do the cash thing? I think yes, he will. So he's going to spend 60 and get the last of the SFAI. But maybe he'll mix it up and leave SFR, or even go major with SFR. So he has one where he's sucking in the cash and a major, suck in the cash and a major. I mean, that actually might be a good strategy. We'll try that with him. Coming back to here, MKV is the only one. Well, Pob also can be a major. How does he want to do this? I mean, it's just hard to shake. Like, I'm imagining these guys in real life, and I'm going to just tell you something. This going major thing is something that only I did, and they all thought I was nuts. And not only did I go major, but these guys, like him, feeding this company like this, he would do a half pay and still buy a green train up here in the regional phase. And I had gone major, so he buys a green train like at this area, and then by the time my major comes, I'm already benefiting. So that's what I mean. Like this guy would always unlock it for me, and so I never had to worry. And for me, having everything go major was the magic. So maybe I should just stop, because I know I will go major. The other players never did, and maybe that's part of the point, is to prove to you guys that the people who go major right away actually have an edge up. And everybody else could be like, okay, well, I'm going to hold off. I will tell you that as long as BHB is a major and GWR is, the other ones don't need to be as much, because they can at least unlock the metropolis. So London, Berlin, and then everybody else can benefit. Now, they're going before the major, and I think that's where the problem kicks in. Yeah, for me, it just makes total sense. I can't even construct in my mind why you would not go major at this point. But anyways, back to him. We went major with MKV. I think we needed to set this up. Where are you at? I mean, you do go a lot later in turn order. All right, gets to us. We're going major with everything, so we're not holding back here. MZA is going to go major. So MZA is going to pop out here. Lord Premium. I mean, when in Rome, right? Yeah, Lawnmower is going to go major. Should he go major? We'll have OU go major for sure. He's going to spend 60. Take 60 for Mav. Now, this is interesting. I think he wants to spend the 75 on SFR. Which one goes first, Mav or SFAI? Mav does. Okay, so the money situation is there's no issue here. So he's going to spend 60 and he's going to take 60. And the logic being, in fact, I don't even know. I must have not paid him one time. They start with 110 bucks. And if he's missing a share, he should have. So he started with 110 bucks. We bought a share from him. So he should be at least at 170. And if I bought the other share, he should be something higher. Like this guy is, because we bought all. So all I did was swap shares. So instead of paying for all of his shares, we're going to pay for all of his. And the reason is because he goes earlier in turn order. It matters. It very much matters. And this is something to look at here. He's going to unlock the green trains, so these guys don't need to go major. They can still unlock green trains. They just don't get the track points. So anybody that goes after him actually doesn't need to play this major game. So there's a lot of things you got to factor in when you're deciding what to do. GSWR should go major because he's ahead. And of course, if you really need track points. You probably should. Now, like I said, I spent the 60 to pay him out. This one, I didn't quite do that. It's just because he's running out of money. And then we get to here. He's gone major with everything but Pob. He's going to leave Pob alone, so we're not going to go major with Pob. And then we're going to go to... I mean, does he need to go major? If he wants to upgrade track, he does. Why stop now? Pob is a premium, so he's going to be a lot harder to hit his number with. We're going to go major with BJV. BJV is not a premium, so I'm not as worried about him. So Mav, SFR. We know GSWR is going to go major. Is he going to do it with kibbles and bits? He doesn't have to, but he will. And we're going to have SFR go major with this guy. So there's really 3 companies that are not going major, and 2 of them... Who has KISS? Yeah, he's going to go major as well. So this guy's intentionally not going major with 2 companies. I'm just going to put these out for now because they eventually will need those shares. So we've been doing this turn order nonsense because we need to preserve who's going to get the priority token. GSWR goes major. Like so. That's the last of the premiums, like the last of the Mohicans. Then we get over here, and I think I just said that he's going to go major. So KBS. Where's KBS? Oh, they're different. They're a different company. They are going to the 90. So he's going to be right here. Yeah, he for sure needs to go major. And KISS, if I was debating about him, is also going to go major. But SFR goes major first. So he's going to go here. Like, this whole thing is a mess. Who cares what they part at? I mean, it doesn't matter. Once they get to here, it doesn't matter where they part. They're up here now. Okay, keep going. Pass. Pass. KISS. Is the other one that's going to go here. These 2 are remaining basically here. This is where it gets interesting. And this would take us into this zone again. We could do it that way. It's cleaner. So I'm missing 2. That's because they're up here. Okay, that makes sense. So this is our situation. I know it's so much work. So let's do a quick inspection. He did go major, so we got to fix that. And he was going to pay 75 for that share when he went major. And he should have a share of SB for the same reason, because he paid 75 for it. So he's got a lot of shares, a lot of private income. He's good. All I'm doing is making sure that everybody's clicked on major, because otherwise the payouts are going to be wrong. Like him, that would have been a bad situation. And then we're going to inspect the shares. He bought 1 and 1. He's good. I couldn't afford anything. Neither could he. Neither could he. Yeah, and he has a bunch of shares. So you could argue he's already got a great head start. This is his strategy. So finally, we are done with the stock round. So with that said, who went last? I think we could tell right here. Well, SFR went last there. On the premium track, it was GSWR. I know we got KISS in there. Oh, these guys went last. So KISS went last. That would mean he's priority deal for the next stock round. Priority deal's not that big of a deal, but anyways, let's pay our privates. So it's basically 3 companies getting paid here. Pink got 40, purple got 25, and then blue got 55. Wow, so 2 of them get nothing, huh? Yeah, he has nothing, and he has nothing. Yeah. All right, so yeah, that 55, that's right, he was really low. But let's not forget, K Company gets paid. So they get 20 for smiling and looking pretty. All right, this is going to be a lot of stuff here. So, oh my gosh, who has the M Company? He does. Let's put these down here. So we're going to pay 100. Oh man, I hate it when that happens. And then where's he at? He's the one that's here. He owes 30 bucks to lay that tile. So that's 1. And then 2 and 3. And he'll owe 20 more bucks if he wants to get this tiled. So let's see how his money situation is. The 20 bucks is already a problem. Oh, come on. So we're going to take the 10 away from him. And he's going to owe 10. Right, because of forced train purchase. Now, we could lay the token, because that forced train purchase would just mean that he has to pay more. That's going to be $20 more that hits him. The problem is this G Company is going to need money as well. And here's what I mean. We need 30 bucks for this. And we need 30 bucks for that. This 30 bucks is actually cheaper because he gets a 20% discount. So that would have been a 24. So he gets $6 back because he basically paid 30 and $10 came out of him. So he actually only paid $4. Can he afford the extra $20 to get this down? I'm going to say yes, because this is going to help M with its run. So he'll spend 20 more. All right, next up, G. So it's Mr. Russia Hour here. Grab one of these. That's also his company. Yeah, so we're going to find out right away if he has enough money here. I'm going to just subtract 110 because we know we're spending all of his money. But just understand that 10 of his dollars went towards whatever we're doing. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Nothing original here. This is the best opening move. Until we get green track, there's no going through there. This cost, same deal. It's going to be $24 because Russia, I think, also gets a 20% discount. So it's $24. 10 of it went here. So that means 14 has to come from here. I mean, we were able to afford it. We got them on the board. Everybody's happy. The Russians are happy. Comrade has no reason to complain. All right. We have this. We're going to pay 100. And we're going to get, not the token, but we got to get this out. And yeah, he's going to put it right on his starting spot. Lily. This is truly one of the better spots to play the D company. And then he made an agreement with Bell. So there's his 1, 2, 3. C company is choosing to go last. So wherever the C company token is, we're going to put it here. He's going last. And remember, this is these are technically on the stock board. So he's going last for the regional miner operating phase. So we're going to move on to L company, and we're going to have to bail this guy out. So actually, I apologize. There's no reason to go last this round. It's next operating round he wants to go last. So let's do C real quick. Who had C? He did. Pay 100. We're going to grab a Y tile. One of these. And a smile. All right, that was C. Now we go to L. And yeah, I got to spend a lot of money to help L out here. He's already $20 short. So I owe $20. And here I owe 30 more. And I did not mean to do that. I like to put that right there. So I think we're going to do a straight. So I owe $50. Good thing I had 100. So that's to help him get his train. And yeah, let's get, we can do, nope. I'll do one of these. And that. B Company. Pretty sure that's over here. Pay 100. I don't start here very often, so let me think about this real quick. We're going to come up through here and connect. That doesn't do me any good until we get the green train. So now he needs to come up and connect to Lizard, who is also going to need a green train because he's going to... I mean, basically, we need to come up and connect to this to keep going. So how's he going to get his money in the meantime? He could just do this. Yeah, we'll have to do that to start. Because nobody's connecting to him right away. This actually, I'm not sure this was a good start. I mean, although these 3 tracks do help the National, whenever that happens. So he at least has a run here. Now he can start doing the stuff to get up to where he needs to go. So, K Company. And I'm assuming we spent the money with B. Yes, we did. Okay, K Company is here. That's right. He's going to owe another $30. And guess what? He had $30. He didn't even need to burden his overseer. H Company. That's this. So we are going to, just for laying down a regular tile, we're going to collect $60. That is an amazing collection. So I do have to get connected in here. So we're going to go 2, 3. Arguably, because he's got a port there, he'll be able to hit Lisboa even without this track, but we're okay. $60 is insane, though. So that means I'm only spending 40 for this train. All right. All right. E Company. I believe that's right. We traded with Premium for this one. He's going to need some bailout money. So that's going to be 100. So he's already 20 in the hole. And then this is going to put him 30 more. The problem is this is going to cost 30 to connect to. Oh, you know what? He could do a London run. 1, 2. That is going to look just fine on his resume. So he needs $50 in bailout money. Oof. No. He gave himself a 30% discount. 33%, in fact. So he gets $10 of that back. Yes. So that might be the difference maker there. But that's also why he swapped the companies. So that cost him less of a burden. A company, which is now our company because we swapped with him. And I don't think that swap is going to be a big deal at all. Where did I put the A company? That's right, we put him here. And we're actually going to get $40 for going there. I mean, this Spanish thing was very generous for us today. So we're getting $40, and then we have to pay $36 because we get a 20% discount. So we're going to do this and this. So we're going to collect $4. We actually make a profit. And oh, look at this nonsense. Okay, F company. He's got to be in here somewhere. All right, yeah. So we're going to get a Y city in. And we got to figure out what's the orientation of this guy. So if we do 1, 2, 3, that avoids the mountain. Otherwise, I'm doing a mountain here. Yeah. So those are the two orientations. We're either doing this, this, and this, or we have to go into the mountain. So that means this guy's not going to get any whistle stops. That's the reason why he's sort of a bad start, because he has to connect into Vienna this way. I guess we could theoretically ignore Vienna and try to connect down here, but it doesn't work. In order to keep everybody happy, you gotta do this, and then, whoops, do this, and then, hope that maybe the German guy will connect to you, which he might, actually, because he's not going to make it to Germany, that's for sure. Or Berlin, I mean. He's already in Germany. So there we go. Next up is MAV. So we got our first regional. Oh, you know what? They don't have enough for a 3-train. Because you got to spend 100. But what's he going to do? Still very annoyed that they put 2 tokens out here. All right, so MAV, similar deal. Got to get a Y tile. I think a straight is the way to go. He's going to connect underneath. Right, so we got this, this, and this. I mean, he could agree to connect with SB for now, and meaning that this is going to be open. Largely because he needs the whistle stops, but he's got whistle stops here. So then what we could do is we could say, instead of trying to go this way, we could try to, yeah, this is too hard. Yeah, because that's not going to work. And this is all the same player, so it's not like there's a lot of negotiation necessary here. So what he's doing is he's getting his whistle stops in. The SB player, wherever he puts his token, he has to connect to something. So he's either gonna block him or block him from being able to put a token down. And if we're doing this, like, it might be beneficial for us to like come in this way, and then SB is just going to have this side for now. Or I'm sorry, SB will take this side. He just can't token down here. Then he can at least get a whistle stop. This guy's going to get, he's got 2 whistle stops and then some. And so if anything, SB wants to join him. In fact, that is what SB is going to do. He'll put the Metropolis down and then connect to him. Well, the problem is that SB doesn't get any whistle stops because he can't go through here unless it's green. Haha. It gets, like, the web and the weave gets so much more difficult. But I am going to change these. So we'll turn, and then we're at least going to take one of the whistle stops. Otherwise, it makes no sense. Okay, that was Mav. He spent his $100. My dreams of buying a green train immediately is a lot less fulfilled because I'm realizing they have to pay $100. So they don't have quite as much money as we originally planned. That's true for these guys. But anyways, 2 plus 2. And since there's more of these, he doesn't care where the Y goes. So 1. And you know what? He's going to let the K company finish it. So we're going to do, because this helps him. 2, 3. There you go. All right, that is the, so we're going to be doing J. I got to pause. I'll be back. All right, so back in the business, J Company. Here we go. I think they're the ones, yeah, they're the ones we put up here. So we'll do, nope. I grabbed the, out of all the ones, I grabbed the wrong one. So what they're going to do is they're going to do a 1. Come on, jerk. 2, and 3. And then he'll connect. Next round, he won't have the ability to put a token down, though. Yes, he will, because his train only costs 90. Haha. That was actually perfect. So that's the end of the regional phase. Now we move to this phase where everybody's going to go backwards. So we might as well just do it now. And we're going to start with Plum, who, as all the other ones, has to pay 100. But he does get 6 track points, because that's the reason for being a national. So he'll do 1, 2, 3, and Paris. I think we're going to do something like this. These are all his companies, so he gets to decide who's doing what. The problem is there's 1, 2, 3. There's 4 companies and only 3 spots to get in. And until you get green trains, you can't even merge the tracks. So he did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to set it up like that. Then we have DSJ. It's going to spend 100. We can at least lay some decent track here. So we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That works. All right, and next, GWR. $130. So he's doing 1, 2, and this is 3, 4. And this is 5, 6. Rotate that bad boy around. There we go. Bell. One, 2. Three, 4, Hold on, how does this work? It does not work like that. So he would be doing, this would be different. So basically we're taking MIDI out. MIDI won't be able to get into Paris, at least not until greens happen. That could be a problem. That's actually a big problem. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still not enough to pay for that. I mean, if MIDI could lay it and track it in another country, that would have been okay. He can at least connect up to here, so MIDI will at least have a run. Heck, he can even connect to Nantes here and collect some money, which will help make up for the poor revenue. Chin. I know we need a Y train. Not that one. We need that one. Nope. We need that one. So that's one. Oh gosh, how do I always grab the wrong one? 2, 3, 4. I'm assuming I can pay the $45. I might not be able to, but I'm going to do that for 5. And then we're going to go straight for 6. So let's figure this out. Can I pay the 40? That's a ridiculous fee, $45. Chin. I mean, I want to buy a 3 train with him, but he does have good money. He gets a 20% discount, so it costs 36. So 136 is what he would pay. It works. He was able to afford it. Part of the reason he had to go premium. BHB. Two train. 100. I think I want this. So that's 1. And I need to be, 2. I think this is a very straightforward, just go in this way. 3, and then this is 4, 5. Yeah, because what we want to do is you do not want it to go to Kiss. Like, even though he owns Kiss, I think, he still doesn't want Kiss to be where this is, because you don't want to go through this crappy town just to get to there. Kiss can do this for now, right, and still get his connection, but yeah, we don't want to do that. And then Kibbles and Bits is screwed, which we already knew that. And who has that one? He does. So it's either going to have to coordinate with F, which it can do, or it could even coordinate with E. And this is not a bad area, it's just that there's some expensive spots to go through. And then you have multiple Y cities. It helps the German national more, and he's sort of the odd man out in that regard. But and then there's even, like right now this is just break even, but there's some opportunity there. And heck, he can even, if you're willing to pay $30, connect with Paris, although that's not quite as good. So what do we do? There's 2, 3, 4, 5, and we could do one more for 6. That was BHP. Lawnmower. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. Pub. That's our national, or sorry, the Mr. Russian. Oops. So this one's always tricky. And I don't know why this one gives me such mental loops, but it does. Here's the deal. You want to connect into Berlin, no problem. So if you do this, then you have to wait for a green train to upgrade this so you can bypass this crappy city. That's the problem. This, by the way, is a Y town. So I need a much more respectable. This is not a Y town. So if we connect right away, like I said, no problem, but then you have to upgrade and spend a lot of points to bypass. I guess there's really not much else to contemplate here because you do need to connect. So 1, 2, and then I think I was always trying to go up here for the whistle stops, but we're going to try to coordinate with WW because he's owned by the same overseer, so there's no reason. The same player controls it, so it's going to be complete cooperation. So 1, 2, and then we're just going to swing in here for 3, and then 4, and when it's half-half, you get to do it. 5. So once we upgrade green, then we can maybe fix a bunch. But right now, WW can at least run to here. He won't be able to run to Berlin, but he at least, if he connects into this, he doesn't have to worry about anything else. He can then lay track that goes all the way up to merge with MSP without having to pay any money. And GSWR is up next. So of course they got to lay this track, which is going to be, let's do this one. Two, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So he gets $30. Which is good, but he's going to owe 100. Yeah, so obviously this is locked in right now, so he doesn't have access to this. But that's always... This is the best start I've been able to come up with for him. All right, so that group is done. Now we have Kibbles and Bits and Kiss. So let's start with Kibbles and Bits. That's right, he's over here. I forgot to take a train for Bell. Is there anybody else I forgot? Not really. WW. Okay, Kibbles and Bits. Did I spend his 100? I don't think I did. I did not, so let's spend it right now. So I probably want to do a connect with him and maybe even a connect this way. So let's do one of these. We should probably angle it this way. So the 2 whistle stops are on this side of him. So that would be 2. And then we do 3. And we can connect to him for 4. And I can let him lay the connection. So we'll do this for 4. And then 5. Six. So then we would either cut through here or zigzag through there, this being cheaper, but at least lay all the free track for now. And then we have Kiss. Spend the 100. I mean, for lack of anything else to do, we do this for now. And then we just cut in. So he at least has a run. He has no whistle stops. Unless he connected down to here. But Kibbles and Bits is not his... This isn't the same player. He made an agreement with F, not with him. So normally this guy would connect down so that way he could also get to the Y city and include this. He doesn't have that. We could try to, like, because since bypasses are going to be coming in, like this would be a great way to bypass this. So you just put a straight here. I mean, if you're thinking about the bypasses, you basically want to get whoops. I don't know, something like that going. Does he have to connect to there? No, he does not. But when you come through here, we would upgrade this, and upgrade this, and then you can get into Berlin without going through BHB. That's the idea. And then, like this guy, once he tokens this, we upgrade this and maybe try to connect in. The problem is we have to upgrade this, put this down, and then upgrade this. So what I could do is upgrade this and upgrade this. So you got to be really tricky and particular about how you do this. That was him. Now we go to this guy. MSP being the first. I don't think anybody's going to unlock the green train now that So I had everybody go major for nothing. But I'm telling you, all this extra track points is nice, isn't it? I think it is. Okay, so let's get St. Petersburg out. It has to go that way. This way is suicide. And I don't have anybody here to worry about, so I'm okay. I'm going to put it on the S side. And then we're just going to come down and hit the whistle stop. So that was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4. Foiled again. 5. 6. All right. Next up, RCP. Yeah, you know me. We got some RCP. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. So until I can upgrade, I'm sort of stuck. Now, I guess I could have just tried to go this way and then let this happen later. But to be honest, the whistle stops are nice. And if I can just... I mean, I have Porto built, although I'm not connected to the port here. That was not a smart move. I guess I could... Yeah, we'll be able to... We'll figure something out. Until the greens are unlocked, we're sort of constrained. SB, get over here. I just... There we go. So Vienna is 2 track points. And I have to decide, okay, where's he going to be on this? And so that's the part I was talking about. So with I can't choose here. This would be suicide. But I'm going to choose this side, and then we're going to get... I mean, if I would have done this better, I could have gone all the way down here and then all the way back up. Actually, I'm going to do that. There we go. So we're going to go... That was 2. This is 3. 4. 5. 6. And he'll be able to do a 1, 2, 3 and connect. So there we go. There, we're just imagine we're going through mountains. It's a scenery pass. Okay. Lizard. Oh. So the deal with Lizard is I want to get off of this, which means I need to connect Moscow with at least something like this. And that's fine, but we also need to collect revenue in the meantime. So what I usually do is go up, connect to here, and then down, and then we figure it out from there. So I'm going to put this in here for 1. 2. 3. Then we're going to do 4. 5. 6. Did I need to do this at all? I could have put 2 more track points here and just be connected all the way through. 2, 3, 4. I'm still going to get connected, so I'm not worried. All right, WW. I guess WW had not gone yet, so that was wrong of me to do that. So we had him pay. Maybe I was thinking about Pub. Oh, I'm grabbing all the wrong stuff. 1. 2. 3. We are connected, so I at least have a run. Then we're going to do 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, and 6. Let the run begin. And we could have actually swung down and picked this up, I guess. Oh. I always got to make life harder, don't I? 4, 5, 6. Okay. Mr. MIDI. This is the one I'm most challenged with. This little thing will be nice, but not at the moment. I think what I'm going to do is just I can collect this whistle stop, and then collect this whistle stop, and then swing around and get this one. So I'm at least going to have cities that I can run. I'll make some money, and I'll have 2 whistle stops. Now, I probably should also connect to Toulouse, because maybe they get in the network. This would be the place I'd want to get in. I'm definitely not getting into Paris anytime soon. Because wherever I go, I need to be able to place a tile or a token. I gotta be able to place a token somewhere so I can make Y money and not crap money. But for now, this is his situation. So yeah, which ones? We could do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Spend that money. MKV. Oh my goodness. Okay, he's got a similar situation, but we're going to do Y time. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So easy connection. It'll be easy to bypass as well. MZA. I should not have these two next to each other. They're both yellow. They're going to confuse me. So the challenge with MZA has always been, I want to go up to Berlin or Madrid, but if I'm going to use the port, which I must, I'm either going this way or this way. This way has no whistle stops. So I already have a 2 train, so I'm going to try to get the whistle stops so I can get the revenue. But then it means I have to pay. So this is going to be $24. So let's see if we can afford this. I think we can. Not completely. So I'm going to have to spend his 10 and 14 of mine. But anyways, there's 1, 2, 3. This, of course, would have to get connected later. And I did this wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're actually connected to the 8th city now for 5. So we could even run a 3 train. There's plenty of whistle stops. This is just whistle stop central all through here. It's pretty nice, actually. Just cost a little bit of extra money in the beginning. All right, OU. OU, silly guy. We're gonna do. OU is not gonna try to connect the MIDI. That would be a bad move. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. We could do this for 4, 5. But there's no reason to. So we'll just do 4, 5 this way. All right, BJV. So we're going to spend 160, if I remember correctly. A lot of his money. And the reason being is we're going to spend $40 to go over the C-zone and lay the track up here. I'm sorry, the token. 1. I mean, did I have to? No, actually, I got a run right here. I can connect to the Y City and get 2 whistle stops. There's no reason I had to do this, but I definitely wanted to, because that gets him possibly more money. Like right now, there's no whistle stops, so you're looking at $6, right? If he does it this way, maybe 7 if we could get this unlocked. Whereas here it's 3, 5, 6, 7. Like it's the same. But this is going to be long term just better. SFR. He is too close to the player's thing, so we'll just move him away. Spend 100. Do I want to connect down here, or do I want to connect? Like, this is just a trap. He has the money to plow, but he has to do this and this. Or he just lays track over the port to here. I guess that would work as well. We're going to do it this way for now. Two. I mean, what he could do is a 3. It would cost only 36 because of a discount. It's precious money. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be 5. And then this would be 6. And that's another 24. He had the money. So we got it done. All right, that was a very long first operating round. Now we get to finally start making some money. So let's pay privates. I have a strong feeling we're not going to unlock this 3 train, even though I thought we would. So I made massive mistakes, but M has nothing to lay down. So we're going to do 3, 6, 7, 8 for M. Next, G Company. I'll lay one track. Three, 6, 7, 8 for G. C is going to go last, which is here. D. No track delay. This is 3, and 5 is 8. 9, 10. So D is getting the big D money. All right. We're skipping C for now. We're going to do L. Oh, you need one of these for 1, and then 2. So L does not have the ability to go through here yet. So we're doing a 3, 6, 7, 8. And he still has one more track point. And then one whistle for 9. So a 9 is still a good run. Not perfect, but good. Okay. B Company. That's his. That's right. We got a lot of track delay here. It's insane that I'm out of track tile, but 1, 2, 3. I mean, if you were truly playing with restricted track tile, since we only have straights left, we could just zigzag down and then up. It takes more track points. K, who I forgot to give money to. Mr. K is here. We got 1, 2, 3. And this is easy. That's an 80 for K. H. Again, we're out of... I've never seen a situation where I've run out of whistle stop tiles like this. This I wouldn't even been able to fix. But anyways, jumping in, can I afford to put a tile there or token? I can and I will. I don't know why. So I want to put an H token there. Maybe I should, because the A company needs to go somewhere. Well, for now, it's by being here, I can do, well, I can't do this run, but that's what I'm setting up for. But for now, it's a 3, 5, 6, 7. E Company. I don't think he can afford anything, can he? No. So he's doing London for 30, 60, 70, 80 for E. I gave my money to the A Company instead of the H. Ay, ay, ay. So that was a 70 payout for H. Let's see what A does. A is a 30, 50. A is an 80 because there's a $20 whistle stop here. So that's easy enough to correct. We just give another 10, pay half, and he needs to take $5. F Company. That's right, he has F Company. We're going to lay down A straight here. So by doing so, that allowed him to get extra whistle stops, which was nice. So he could have technically gone this way, now that I think about it. That's fine. So it's 3, 6, 7, 8, no matter how you slice it. Mav, which was our first hope, at buying a green train, and it's not going to. 1, 2, I can't remember. 3. So this is 3, 6, 7, 8. Even if I just keep it all, which I can do, that would put him exactly to 200, and he would get a 3 train, but he wouldn't be able to include the whistle stops, which is a big crime for him. Absolutely a big crime for him. But the plan was to get the greens unlocked, and he is the kind of guy who would still do it. So yeah, he's going to withhold all of his money and just take it. Then he's going to spend 200 and unlock the lower green train. Because if it's not him, who else is going to? SP. So greens are unlocked. He took it for the team, but that was the plan because he's the first of the other companies. So he's helping all of his other companies for a small sacrifice for himself. He's actually helping the rest of the game board, but that's right here. SFAI gets to go. And normally they'd be running an 80 route, but now all of a sudden they get to do an upgrade here. So SFAI is not a major, so he only has 3 track points, so that's all the more he can do. But that still helps him immensely because it's 40, 70, he's already up to 90. And he'll pay that one in full. Then we just keep going. And now J Company goes, oh, that's them. So he is going to pay his 20 for that token. I do remember. And we do got to pay for get the straight track in. So track-wise, he has nothing to upgrade. You could argue this does benefit everybody. Not now, but later. Anyways, he's up to the green values now, so he's going to make 5, 9. He makes an 11, which is way better than an 8, right? So that's what I mean. Like, all of his companies are going to do better. He's getting 55 in cash instead of 40, and it just took one sacrifice to make it happen. So that's done, and this is why C wanted to go last, because C now gets to upgrade. This for 2, and it could even put this down for 3. So this is 4, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so it's only a $10 bonus, but every little bit helps. So he got an extra 10 bucks. All right, now we're to the majors. So Plum goes first. And of course, we're going to pay 2 and then 4. So basically, Paris is going to get a double bump. Just like that. We do need to get a token down here. MIDI is going to be able to token this if he wanted. There's a lot of things to do. Obviously, the Y town will open this up. We don't have the... We're going to be able to buy a 3 train before we do anything. We need a South Seas marker. We're not quite there yet, but everything's in place. And that's going to now make 50, which is way better. It would have been nice to upgrade this as well, but it's going to be 5, 8, 9, 10 for Plum. So they could pay half, because Plum's not going up either way, right? We only made 10. If C would have upgraded this instead of this, 5, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we got to do that. I'm sorry. They're on the same team, so we need to do this. We need to be a little smarter about this. So that means this didn't get laid. So C would have made the exact same money, right? It's still 4, 7, 8, 9. But what he did was he helped Plum to make 5, 9, 10, 11. And so Plum made 110, which is enough to hit his number. So he moves up. 110 is the number he needed to hit. So he moves up, and he has to pay full to get it. And there you go. He has 225, so he's going to be able to get a 3 train. Now, he doesn't have the Cell C token yet, but he at least has the train to give him the revenue. He's going to need 2 more operating rounds to pull this off. DSJ, we have a Y upgrade to do. I think it might cost money. It does. It is $45 or $36 for him. Let's make sure he has the money. He does not have the money. How does he only have $10? We never ran him. Or this is the run. Never mind. This is the first time. He can't afford this, so back in the bin you go. Can he afford something else? Sure. He can do 2, 4, 6. And actually, this is a really important one to do, because that opens the door to get up here. So, this is still a Y tile, unfortunately. But it does unlock the 6 here, so he gets 6, 9, 10, 11. And that's all he needed to move up. He doesn't have a 3 train, so he's in trouble for the 120 run. But right now he's okay. GWR. And again, this is why you go major. So now that London Town for 4 points just got a big upgrade. And he can't upgrade down here, but he can upgrade this. At the end of the day, he wanted this one anyways. All right, so that's his 6 points. He does want a token if he can. He can't, so he's going to have to do a run that's less than ideal. 6, 8, 9, 10. And this is why he can't upgrade this. Oh boy, oh boy. He has no choice. But he's got to get this one upgraded. So what that allows him to do, he gets a 6, 9, 10, 11. Because he needs to get 11 just to stay afloat. And always make sure it's paying everybody. So far, everybody's making their number. Let's see if we can keep this going. Bell is going to get to upgrade his Y-Town for 2. And then he can even do 4 and 6. Is that really what he wants to do? That's not a good move. But you know what? It's fine, because nobody wants to go through here anyways. So that was 2, 4, 6. And yeah, he's 5, 9, 10, 11. So he hits his number as well. The difference between this guy and some of the others is they're not affording their green train. Chin has a similar problem, right? We got to make our monies. We do have this. So we can easily get our Y tile in. How much money does Chin have? 34. That takes 36. So he can't get the capital in. And this capital is bad. It's going to be a 1, 2, 3. Well, actually, he'll be able to do a 1, 2. That would have been a 3, 4, but he can't afford it. This one is upgraded, so it's a 4-8. But look, he's only got a 9. He doesn't even have 10. Ah. He can upgrade this. It's still not enough, though. 4, 8, 9, 10. He's $10 short. So where's Chin? So he's making 100, and he'll just pay half then, since he can't meet his number. He'll pay a little bit, and Chin falls out of the race. So he's now still back here. He probably shouldn't have gone major. It's the Madrid thing that screwed him. BHB. Easy upgrades here. Berlin. And a Y-Town. So, that was all 6 of his points. Oh my goodness, he needed one more. Why didn't he do this before? He did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my goodness. Well, he's 610. He made 11. That's right. He made 11. He's fine. Everybody but Chin's making it. Lawnmower is going to make it. And of course, he's going to upgrade this. He really needs to. He wants to put a token down there. Yeah, it's Bell. So that was 2 points. And then, yeah, this will be 4 points. That is not what I was looking for. And then he gets 2 more points, so he might as well do this one. All right, so with all those upgrades, he's able to do 6, 10, 11, 12. Pay full. Mr. Pob wants to immediately stop using this, so we're going to do a 2. What do I need? I need like a chicken foot with this guy. You know what? I don't even need to do that. Let's scratch that. I can put this one in. I just need to upgrade this. Like so. So that's 2 points. And then just put it straight in for 3. And what this means then is there's an opportunity to token Berlin. Oh no, I don't want to do it like this. Because then he's blocking BHB. I mean, could BHB have afforded to... Yes. Just to be super crystal clear, BHB would have prevented that shenanigan that he's just tried to pull. This is still needed. This just needs to be replaced with this. So it's 2, 3, and then yeah, we need the chicken foot for 4, 5. And then if Pob can afford it, they need to pay $20. There we go. So now they can, and he can't upgrade this, so he's probably not going to hit his number. That was 2, 4, 5. If he would have upgraded this, would he have hit his number? That's 6. It would be 9, 10, 11. Yes. So he's not going to put this down this turn. And he'll spend his final 2 points to upgrade this. I know it's crazy, but right now he can't do a straight run to a upgraded Y city, because this would be, actually this would have worked, 6, 9, 10, 11, but he'll upgrade it anyways. Oh man, I picked the wrong one. There we go. So if I had put the curve here, yeah, I would have hit my 11 number. But why did I change my mind? I changed my mind because this helps the national. Upgrading this town helps the national if I ever create one, which I probably will. Oh, you know what? Pob's not helping these guys. That's all right. I'm letting it go. 6, 9, 10, 11 for Pob. I keep forgetting he's not part of the other companies there. So he took his money and he's done. So we still have Chin as the only company that hasn't. So we got GSWR here, and I need to pause for a bit. Okay, so GSWR has some upgrading and explaining to do. So first thing we'll do is there's 9 of these. Do I really want to do this one? Sure. We'd like to get a token, maybe into here, or actually here would be the best. So how's he doing for money? He has it. I know it's a small, it's only 1 space further, but he can actually go potentially to New York, although he still has 1 space to worry about. So that was 2, and then he can do this one for 4. Could he have taken this? Yes. But this one gives him the port. This one does not. So the port's actually more useful for him. All right, and then he's got a 2 train. The problem here is he's only going to get a 9 run out of this. He's not going to get the whistle stops. I mean, if he upgraded this, he'd get a 7, 8, 9, which is the same. That was his 6 points. Where's he at on the chart? Yeah, he's going to fall. He's going to fall behind as well. So he's only going to run for 9. And at this point, just pay half. Okay, then we're going to move up MSP. You should pay this for 4. And then he can do 5, 6. Like so. This really didn't matter because he has the 5, and then this port lands him here for free, and then he has 10 there, and then 11, 12. So that's a great run for him. And he's even on the lower track, so we don't even have to worry about. He could have been on the upper track and still hit that number. All right, made sure he paid everything. Okay, RCP. This is where we can upgrade this for 2. How come the egg company? Where did he go? He was before Mav, that's why. So let's see, we're looking for any of these would work. That's 2. And then let's upgrade this one. No, upgrade this one for 4. And then 5. 6. Then for his 2 train, he's going to run for a 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. I mean, these guys are running good enough to be primos. SB. 4. And where did we say he was? He was on this one. So all this guy has to do is just upgrade this, and then he can get in on that one, and so they could both share the same route. F is a little cut off for a bit, but he'll be fine. If he upgrades this, he can go around this way and then come in. But we're going to upgrade this one because that's going to help his route. He can help F later. Yeah, that's a good one. So 5, 9, 10, 11. Mr. Lizard's World. I think more important for him is to get to Moscow. This is getting interesting. So we want them to connect here and then go this way. Ooh, so this would be 2. There's getting to Moscow, and then there's getting there the right way. So 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. So unfortunately, he didn't get there. This was a wasted opportunity. This should have been this way. So we'll go ahead and do that. So didn't make it to Moscow, but we knew. So it's a 2456. Did he at least make his number? He needed to get to a 7. So what that means then is I got to take 2 track back and at least upgrade one of these. So now it's a 3567. I mean, I can take these 2 track back. Yeah, let's do this. Let's make sure he gets the most money. It helps the National also. 3678. WW. Upgrade for 2. Three. 4. 5. 6. And he's looking at a 7, 8, 9. He can't lay this track yet. All of them are hitting their numbers, though, as expected. And then we have... I guess I forgot to do these 2 guys. So I should pause and do that. So Kibbles and then Kiss. They both need to hit 80, so I'm assuming they will be able to. We'll start with Kibbles for 2. We can upgrade this to get to here. I mean, this is going to cost 60 bucks. Where's Kibbles at with his money? 0. So that's not happening. He could do this for 4, just because it makes sense. And yeah, so if he wants to somehow get up into this, he would have to merge here and here. If he wants to bypass all this, it's not looking good for the home team. He would have to go through this, but see, that wouldn't work. To bypass all this, see, this prevents a bypass from the top. Yeah, bypassing Berlin is not happening with this setup. Somebody would have to go... Because even this is a screw up. Once you put a green track here, it's going to connect to this and just get you to Berlin. You're not going to be able to go through. Wow, we effectively blocked Berlin. I don't think I've ever done that before. I guess that's what happens when you have all the companies, because KISS caused that. Okay, so that was 4 points. I mean, he's connected here. He just can't upgrade that. So sure, we'll upgrade this. Can I make this work somehow? Yep. There we go. 6 points. So 4, 7, 8, 9. I mean, it's a decent run. It's just he's not getting to Berlin anytime soon. I mean, if anything, he's going to get in here. Excuse me. I've been it's all the talking. I swear to you, it doesn't happen until I start doing all this talking. It's YouTube's way of telling me to hush up. We've seen enough of this game already. Come on. All right, MIDI. We were trying to get here, but there's no reason not to go here. So let's do 4 points first. So this would be, I think I have to do this guy for 2. Nope, not that one. That guy for 4. And that for 5. And 6. So can I get a token up here? I sure hope and pray I can. Otherwise, MIDI's... No, I cannot. I mean, I can at least include it in my run. I feel so bad for him. So he got 5, 7, 8, 9. If he was able to token this, he could have gone even down here, but a 9's not a horrible run. See, this one didn't work. There we go. MKV, this is interesting. He'll upgrade himself and upgrade this for 4. That's exactly the way we want it. So the idea here is we can bypass this and come through and then down, or we can even come through and keep going. So 2, 4, we'll upgrade this for 6. And then there's the pathway to keep going. And he's 4, 8, 9, 10, so good number for him. MZA is next. We're already upgraded. Let's help A out. For 2. Three, 4, 5, 6. We're looking at 4, 8, 9, 10. Owe you? I owe you nothing. If we can, he would like the token. He cannot. So this is where it gets dangerous, because if you upgrade too early, someone else can swoop in and take the token. So we'll do that for 2. It would be nice to connect to this. Three, 4, 5, 6. And unfortunately, it's a 5, 7, 8, 9. For OU, BJV. How much money does he have? 20 bucks. It's not enough to upgrade this. Not enough to upgrade that. But he easily has 6, 10, 11, 12. Doesn't need to upgrade something. So we'll do this for 2, 4, and 6. Oh man. This one works. All right, he's done. SFR is last. Two, 4, 6. So he's a 4, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So that brings us to the end. Only 2 companies failed to hit their number. If I would have put him right here, I would have hit my number. I mean, technically the stock is still the same value. But that's a bummer. So Chin should have been started lower, and so should have GSWR. But Mr. Premium doesn't do that. But it's still really good. I was able to hit every other company except for those 2. So there you go. I just proved that going major is the right way. I was able to make it work with all but 2 companies. And this one, you just should have known better that you're not going to have this in your revenue. So as long as he would have been started lower than premium, he'd have been fine. And same with this one. He had the premium, but he didn't have the whistle stops. So anyways, we go to the stock phase. This is going to be a busy stock phase, but not a lot of people have money. We're going to start with him, and I think you understand the mission. The mission is to get him to do an OE run. So Plum is sitting at 120 bucks. So he needs to spend 120 bucks. And he needs to take 120 bucks. And we get a share of Plum. Then we come over here. What's his plan? Well, his plan was this plan worked. He's going to make some good money with this one. Should he go major? That's the next question. I don't know. I'm still thinking it over. He has other things to help. So the way his plan is going is he wants to buy this. And again, these guys are sitting at $60. So he's going to buy this for $60. So he fully owns both of these companies. And this one, he can withhold his money and buy a 3 train as well, if he has to. The $60 just isn't super helpful to them. I'm thinking since they're only parred at 60. So here's what I got wrong. I should have parred them at 90 and then prevented them from going major. So the $90 would have given them more than enough to buy their 3 chains, but then I can just continue to hold them because they're not going to necessarily run at 120. That's the mistake I made. So I probably should make them both go major at some point here. Man, what do I do with this mess? Somebody should be trying to do an OE run. I know it sounds crazy, but MSP is probably the one. But you know what? Lizard could do it. And I wanted someone who has the most money. And they do because I bought shares. So we should continue with that. WW should not be the one. He usually is, but not in this case. So these guys are sitting at $75. So take 75, pay 75, get a share. We want Chin to be the one, but man, oh man, I'm playing him horrible so far. He is at 110, so he's at least cheaper for me. Mr. Premium. I never ran Kiss. I forgot to run Kiss. So let's do that real quick. I moved both of them, but I forgot to run them. So let's do this for 2. This is what I mean. I can either have it go this way, but now I got to get up into this and go around. And it's impossible until brown trains come. He has no money, so he can't put a token down. So we got to upgrade this for 4. We can upgrade this for 6. I mean, he has no whistle stops. He has nothing. He's got a really horrible route so far. I think this is the better route, 5. And then this is 6. So he'll eventually be able to connect and get in to the path. The path, by the way, which is not heading down here, it's heading up. But that's fine. So we're looking at a 6-9 run for him. Not the best. That's why I always boot Kiss. He's the closest to Berlin, but he's the worst. Alright, now what's this guy gonna do? We need one of them to do a run. And to be honest, it should be Kiss. So Kiss is the one company that's not a premium. I mean, so this actually might work because the $90 is cheaper. Come back to him. Spend 120. Take 120. We're back here. This is where it's a little interesting. I feel like I do need to go major with these guys. I mean, if I don't, I am going to make good money, but this one needs a 3 train, so he's going to have to withhold all of his money, which doesn't make me any money. I guess it's just for one operating round, though, and then once he gets his 3 train, we'll get all the cash. So we'll keep these. That's the strategy, is you hold them back. They're going to be very low on the stock. Here's what I mean. These guys are going to be up here, and then they're going to come in the next operating rounds 2 behind everybody else. I mean, he'll get all the cash, yes. I mean, that is the strategy. And by the way, that's the man right there, Mr. Tim. He's the guy who does this strategy. It's funny, he's on Tabletop Simulator right now. I never agree with it, but I am trying to play his role properly, and that is what he does. So that means then he's putting his money elsewhere. So SB and SFR are both on the bottom at 75. So let's just start buying some shares. Which one is he going to buy first? Great question. I think he's going to buy SB. Spend 75. Take 75. Spend 110. Take 110. Did I forget to take my share last time? I think I did. Spend 90. Take 90. He's out. He can't even buy one of the smaller ones. So he'll pass. Spend 75. Take 75. Spend 75. Take 75. I'm out. I'm $1 short. Now, question is, should we merge somebody? I'm not interested in merging. Merging allows you to then start laying track in other people's territories, which is necessary if we want to start coming to here. Somebody's going to merge in order to lay this, or if these guys want to start going into this territory, or we hold back, that gives us a chance to get our 3 trains before the craziness starts happening. Somebody's going to do the merge. Because the other thing is like the Russian company might merge with G here, which allows them to do a run real quick. But it's also poor because G is a great company and you don't want to go national with whoever does that OE run. These guys, yeah, he wants to use these tokens and plow through the mountain. But that would mean that he needs to merge with one of these. And I guess it's not horrible to merge with F, because F is just right here. So that'll give him mountain discounts, which I don't think he needs at the moment. The J would probably be better, but J is... Where is... Oh, J's way up here. He's making money on his own. So, but here's the problem. If I merge these with him, he's the one that's going to be the national. If I can... Somebody's got to merge, though, because I can't get out of my territory until someone does. The problem is I don't want to merge and then do my OE run, go national, then I lose the bonus. So, I mean, losing the F bonus is probably not the worst thing in the world to lose. But he is the one that's going to want to push this. Mr. Premium is doing okay. Yes, he wants somebody to get down here, but he can't do it himself. So I don't see him feeling the need to merge anything at this point. And the other thing is you want to merge somebody you have 6 shares of. So like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy is a perfect candidate to merge. But then if this is the one who's going to do the OE run, you don't want to merge him with anybody. I mean, maybe we could merge him with M and then throw M away. But even that's silly. All right, whose turn is it? I'm sorry, I lost my track. Oh, that's right. We were asking this question on me. Did I want to merge? No, I mean, Chin can do his thing without merging. So we don't need to merge anybody. We talked about Premium already. He's doing the plum thing, so he doesn't need to worry about it. It's going to be him that does it. So we're all passing. He'll spend 75. Take 75. That gets him to his 6. He's done. Done, done, done. And yeah, he's going to do the merge. And we're going to just... We'll lose the F company. So he's going to take $40 and put this where F is. So he gets the mountain money. And does that change anything for anybody else? Nope, we're all passing. So the priority deal goes to him. And then we're gonna go back to operating round 1. Pay privates. He gets $40. And off we go. So M, nothing really for M to do. 5, 9, 10, 11. He's going to go last. G. Remember, G has 2 extra track points. I forgot about this. He only has $40. Yeah, he's going to pay to connect this. Or you know what? He can also start helping to do this. But I think the better thing is I want to get connected to Lizard so we can make him our do our run. So that's $24 for G. For 1. And then we're gonna do this for 2. So we're connected. Now I can help here. And this is 3. And then remember, he gets 2 extra track points. So this is 4. And 5. So he's got Lizard connected all the way down to this port. So that means Lizard could put a token down here and do a run from here, assuming everything else lines up, and get an OE run in. He might have to bypass. We'll have to figure that out later. Get the connection first. D Company. They could token this. They really could. They don't want to. If they're going to token anywhere, they would token here, which they can't do because they're a minor. There's never a reason somebody wants to be in Paris unless they're doing this. The D Company right now is just helping the British companies to make the extra money here. They don't need anything else, to be quite honest. But they do need to bypass this city when they eventually figure out how to get through here. So we're going to upgrade this for 2. And then put this in for 3. And as for their run, it's a 6, 10, 12, 13, 14. C Company. Yeah, pay 2. Three, just like before. So now we're looking at 4, 8, 9, 10. He's over here. L Company, we should be in great shape. We're going to pay 20. Get our token in London. So now we're looking at 6, 10, 16, 17, 18, 19. It's a great run for this stage of the game. Do you want to do any upgrades? Not really. So there we go. I'm taking 95 bucks right there because I chose this instead of K. Now K is doing great at $100. I mean, technically we have more, but K still gets to run. He's going to make more once he runs. So he's ahead so far. B. It's this guy. So we want to help out here. We have this in place, so we're going to do 1, 2, 3. And as for his run, he's connected down here, so we could do a 4, 8, 9, 10. It's a good run for B. Now, he can upgrade whistle stops for just 1 cost. He's going to be crucial later, but right now we're just trying to get the connections in. I can't remember the name of that song, but it's the women that sing it, and they go, "A connection has been made." That's what's going through my head. Like someone's going, wow. I can't even do the sound. All right, K. Where did I put K? Right here. So he's upgraded really well. We can upgrade this just to help. We can upgrade this to try to get out. But who owns K? It's this guy. He's sort of in someone else's territory. He doesn't need to help him at all, so he's not going to help him. So he's just going to do 4, 8, 9, 10. H. We got to help this guy. 1, 2, 3. So he's looking at 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. Actually, he's got a better run. Since he's H, he cancels this, but the H ability cancels this. So he has 6, 10, 11, 12. That's why you put him here, so you can get the New York runs early. E Company. I think we want to pay some money. 36 bucks. Upgrade this. Yep. So this trade was the best thing ever. He wouldn't have had enough money if he had the A Company there. I mean, he barely had enough money to cover so far, but it's fine. I'm totally happy that the trade worked for him. So he can't afford to do these, but we're at 6, 10, 11, 12, though. He'll be able to afford it with those kind of runs. And then our A Company, which is sort of in no man's land here. I mean, this is a 7, 8, 9, 10. We could put him here, and then he becomes 4, 8, 9, 10. So it's 10 either way. For the upgrade, we can pay $2 or 2 points to upgrade that. And I think we want to do this. Yes. So since it doesn't pay him more to be here, I'm not going to go here. So we'll just do 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, and just run 10 where he is. All right, and then C is going to go last. I already took C's turn, didn't I? Yes, I did. I totally ignored my... Oh, I'm a goober. Mav is next. He has a 3 and a 2. He is a regional, so he still cannot leave the area. But that doesn't mean we can't do... Let's take a straight. So this is 1. Two and 3. Oh, you... Come on, you jerk. Just wanted to pick up 2 of these. So there's 1, there's 2, and we're going to put this on right here. So his run is a 9. See, this is the problem. He has a 3 and a 2. What's he going to do with... He has only 1 token. I mean, he could put a token here, run this route, and then run that route. So this would be a 2. Well, that's not going to work. That's not going to work at all. See, this will block him off. You see what I mean? He's not going to be able to get in. This was a horrible plan. He should have just connected down here and ignored this. He should have gone major and it just kept going. He has no ability to run more than a 2 train, even though he has a 3. But he's really sacrificing a lot for his team. So that's a 9. This is a 10, 11, and then 12. I mean, it's a good run. And all that goes into is he gets all 12 of it. But yeah, this didn't get him any extra revenue. But that was, like, if I would have just had one path like this and another path like that, he could have done a 2 train, and then the 3 maybe wouldn't have had a third stop, but he would have gotten some really nice money, and 18 for all this, plus some whistle stops. See, I keep thinking all you have to do is just upgrade this. But this is 1 arm, this is 2 arm, and green is only good for 3 arms. He needs 4. He needs something that goes straight across and then does all that. Oh, hold on. That's right, they don't exist. They only exist for something with a double. See, that's what he needs. But they don't exist here. Very poor planning. Now, could I have retconned it? Sure. But he got paid $10 too much last time. And I guess you could argue I got to take away $5 from him and $5 from him. I mean, we could fix this. It's just taking away $10. We need to fix this. This strategy needs to be better. So he would have done I guess I didn't need to throw everything back. This is what it would have looked like. So yes, I gotta take $5 away. This guy was a major, so I'm probably not even taking the money away properly. But it was only $10 total, so I'll do it that way. And then yeah, so now this guy could do this for 1 and this for 2. So that means this goes away. But he could do this. Nope. Both of these go away. And then that was his 3. So these all come back. And his run is a 5, 9, 18, and then 19, 20 for the whistle stops. So we made him pay in a 120. So we just got to add 80 more. Yeah, it's a lot of cash for him. That's a big difference in cash. Okay, moving on. I gotta get it right because he took a sacrifice for everybody else. SFAI. I think he would. I mean, he could upgrade this. We're gonna upgrade this for 2. Three. So 4, 8, 9, 10. So he gets the full. I mean, if you're looking at it like cash is king, the strategy works. I have more. I'm close, but he's running his trains now. And this is also his. So he's got a whole string of them. Because this is his time. So 9, 10, 11 for Jay. So it means 55 more for him. And then they're done. So now we get to this. So we're going to move these guys. Plum is first, and this should be the run. He's going to spend 125 for a token. Sell C's. We do want to get some track in. So this would be 2, this would be 4, and that would be 6. Two, 4. Oh, that's not a double. Never mind. 4. 6. He does have to pay for a token. So $20 to get tokened here. And there you have it. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And he has a 5 train, doesn't he? He does. So he's actually even given up one of his routes. Like, if this was structured a little bit differently, you would be able to count this too, but you can't go in and then back out. And I don't know of any way to add an extra town to this, because this is a dead-end area. But it's a great run. 5, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Skip, skip, skip. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 22 run. He's going to pay in full, which is fantastic for him. And then he's going to spend 225 and get another 3 train. Because he can. And so the new rule, thank you, Mister, for reminding me, is it's 3 in addition to the normal. So if this was the normal, he gets 1, 2, 3 more. So in the previous games, he was only getting to here. And that's going to make a difference. I mean, we were finishing at around here. That's a lot more money to have that 1 extra bump. So anyways, Plum is well on its way and even is set up for... he doesn't have a lot of money. Like, he could buy a train from someone else. I don't think we need to go that bonkers yet, but he's setting himself up. If he runs again, he's gonna... I mean, we got to figure out how to get him a 3 train. We might have to like connect something else, because he's gonna make a fortune. This is why Plum gets drafted first. It is a fantastic company, and no one can stop it. It just does what it does. I mean, the only way you could stop it is to is to plug this up. And honestly, you're really being aggressively, you're hurting your own company. I don't even know how you could do it, to be honest. Start some miner here and then put both the miners down here. That would be really dumb, but you could do it. Okay, DSJ is next. Can he afford the $45? Yes, but it's 36. So we finally get a Y. Okay, so that was 2. Can he afford 36 more? He can. Three. 4, 5. So he's at least connected up here. But man, this is a strange game to have that tokened up like that. But anyways, he has a 2 train, so he's still getting 6, 10, 11, 12 for his run, which is all we needed. But he's going to need a 3 train, and he's not there. So he's in a pickle. Next round, he's not going to hit his number with his current train. And now's the time to buy a train from someone else. And we failed because we made him into a premium. And I wasn't able to buy his shares. Should I have kept his... Did we need to upgrade? Well, we did need to upgrade the this one. Otherwise, he was going to not even hit his number. Did I have to do this? No. Could I give him his 36 bucks? It doesn't matter. He can't. He doesn't have the 3 train now. So the next time he runs, he's going to fail. And there's nothing I can do. I could make him fail this time to try to buy a 3 train, but that's not going to help him either. So he's on a temporary lease. GWR. Spend 2. I mean, that would work. That's a 3. He's not going to do anything else track-wise. I mean, he's allowed to actually go into here. Yeah, so he'll pay 2 for this. It's not going to work. You're not getting through. So this needed to be the one that gets through. So we needed to do something that was more like that. Although, to be honest, this is more appropriate. So that way now you can get through. Okay, so he's got a 2 train. 6, 10, 11, 12. Again, I think a lot of us are falling short. All these companies are going to start missing their mark. Now, you might be saying, okay, Jeff, what's the strategy of yours? You said you hit it, now you're not. Here's the problem. These guys own too many companies. The companies I buy shares from are going to hit their numbers. So if I would have just bought one of his shares instead of still sitting on a president's share, he would have hit that number right now and been able to keep going. So by focusing on just one company, like I did, it was a mistake. He should have paid 120 for one, 120 for another. I don't think he had enough money. And that's the problem with, I mean, we arguably should have just done the emergency operating rounds without buying those two companies. I actually think buying those two companies hurt us. They would have helped him a lot, but they hurt us too. We're getting hurt either way. All right, Bell. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. So that got us in there. Sorry. I apologize. It is the right idea, but he needs to do this. 2, 4. Oh, come on. This was the right one. All right, so there's 2, 4. And I guess we could do the 5, 6. He should have merged with C. Now that I think about it. And I was like, oh, he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to. He needed to merge with C. For the plan. And I do need to retcon this. Now the problem is I ran C for 100. That's easy. We could just subtract 50. Subtract 50. That part's easy enough. Did C do any track upgrades? He might have. It's not even that important. I think he upgraded himself down here. So if that's the case, Plum would have upgraded him instead of this. And then I'm just going to remove these 2 tracks. So that way Bell would have upgraded this. So we're track-wise, we're back to where we need to be. Because C, I think, upgraded this and then laid that. All right. So yeah, this is a big retcon. I apologize. I'm gonna take the 45. I'm gonna get the 4 train. We get to put our token on C. And then C, that's over on this side. C is gone. All right, so why did I do all that? Well, because I want to spend 125 on a South Seas token. And he's going to do a 1, 2, 3, 4 and run for the exact same amount as Plum. So 5, 9, 13. It's 1, 2, 3. Skip, skip, skip. 15, 18. Pays in full. He can afford a crappy greed train, but I think I'm just going to hold on to the money. I guess I could buy a train from someone else, but then they wouldn't get to run. So that's no good. He'll hold on to the money for now. Nope. You know what? He's buying. Spend 200. He's going to get a train that looks like that. And he bumps 1, 2, 3. So that's the Speedy Gonzales method. And the twist is, we used to do this with Plum and Chin, but now I'm doing it with Plum and another French national. So my plan is to make 2 nationals, but they're both going to be in France, instead of trying to do one in China, in Spain, and another one in France. I'm going to stay France focused. That's the idea, and we'll see if that. I think this might work more powerfully. Obviously, I was a little rusty with the strategy. The strategy definitely required a merger, which is why I put C Company there, because losing the C Company is not a big deal. All it is a turn order thing. Just like losing F is probably not as big of a deal once you finish laying track through the mountains you want to go through. After that, it's okay to lose those powers. All right. We have BHB. One, two. See, he needs to be able to buy all these premiums are failing because I didn't buy shares. And had he not bought this company and held onto his money like my original plan, I would have been able to fund all my companies and keep them premium. This was a massive mistake, and I can't retcon this one. Oh, I can do 3. And then I can do 4, 5. Like so. Okay, so he's 6'10", 11, 12. So he's going to be able to go up, but he's hosed just like everybody else is hosed. He could buy a 3 train. He has to. Otherwise his stock goes down. So he's just going to have to do it that way. He was $6 away. I don't think I could have fixed him. There was nothing I paid for. In fact, I had to buy a token because I think I ran for a 12 when this is the only token he had. So he's even worse off. So that's unfortunate, but now we're going to see if Lawnmower is going to be in the same problem. He is, because he's only going to make 120. I don't think there's a way to improve it. I think we can spend 2, 4, 6. But these are just semantics. Oh, I had it right the first time. No. That doesn't work. I think I gotta use this one. What if I wanted him to point that way? I guess, yeah. So either way, it's a chicken foot. And then... I'm just trying to use the one that's got the most, because I don't care which way they're pointing. But sometimes they still don't fit, but that'll work. 2, 4, 6. So yeah, he's stuck with a 6, 10, 11, 12. And he's not going to make it. Actually, he is. I really wish I didn't pick him up like that. So none of them are getting the premium train, but at the moment, he needs to just keep afloat. He's just got one company he lost. I mean, technically he lost this one as well. So 2 of his companies have fallen behind. But he's keeping the dream alive for 2 of them. POB. Actually, let's end the video here. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome.